Hello, Troubles. Welcome, welcome. First, yes, first, indeed. Um, I'm getting started. We're getting ready to launch. Minecraft is loading. But yes, first indeed. Some ads are coming up in a few seconds. Mr. Affiliate over here, yes. Speaking of which, some ads are going to be showing up in a few seconds. And I'm just going to let those run while Minecraft is loading, and I'll be right back. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Hi, Troubles. Now, properly, how's it going? It's a pretty big day, I think. It's the first day as an affiliate. It was funny, you know, because the thing is, they also announced today that non-affiliates could also doing good. Yeah. Oh, you don't need to be here. Thank you. So excited. Yes, so excited for me too. They announced today also that like non-affiliates would also be able to use they would get subscribers and get channel points and do rewards and all that. And I was like, damn, was I caught up in one of that? But it's like, no, I got the notification before they announced that. So yes, I am an affiliate, and yes, I did sign up for all the things and stuff. Oh, am I speaking too loud? Why am I peeking on the microphone register? It's been quite some time, and let me just pull up the proper menu now. No need for the wacky overlay. That's ridiculous. That's nothing that we need to concern ourselves with. Can't wait for emotes and everything else. Yes, I probably should have been ready. I need to get some emotes, work and design those myself, or ask somebody to do that. You know who I might ask? I might ask Isaac. If you remember Isaac, he did some stuff for me before. He has some cute art style. And it's like, you know, that dream since middle and high school, you know, like to be a streamer and to have that possibility. Which reminds me that where is the thing that I was going to no, not there. Where is it? I can't wait. For sure, and badges as well. Yeah, definitely. The one thing that I did do beforehand was I named the subscription tiers, is what I did. Um, Not that I really have much expectation in that, but you know, because if my whole thing is like a plant magic thing, VTuber, you know, lore, whatever. Um, the tier 1 is called like a Sporling, a tier 2 is a Dryad, and a tier 3 is the Treant Council, you know, like increasingly powerful magical creatures or whatever. Um, but whatever the case, today, because I've been taken by the spirits, no Warframe Wednesday today, but I do have something that I wanted to do in creative mode, actually. That's so cool. Yes, I'm glad you think so. Is it showing up? Is chat showing up on where I want it to? No, it is not. Now it is. There we go. And that should do it. There we go. Probably need like a background or something for chat to be a little bit more visible if I'm not going to be using the overlay. And I can move the text a little bit further. There we go. I want it all the way in the corner. That should do. The title of the stream should say everything that I want to say. Blueprints for a Town by the Sea. In my normal survival world, I do have this island that I'm in, and I was building some stuff yesterday. Testing chat. Hello. Yes. By all means, do test chat. It should show up right above my head. Anyway, so I was building a few things here and there, as you can see. Looks great, yeah. This here is going to be like a big train station, but I also did like a couple of little houses. You know, there's just some things here and there, a little pretty, a little stylish, even. Something that I can, so what I can do with some of the mods that I have here is I can do a schematic, it's called. Yeah. Pattern schematic in Quill? Yeah. Use for saving a structure to MBT. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway. The point is that I can save these buildings as files, and then I can... Oh, it's oxidizing already. And then I can recreate them in the other world using a specific tool, this thing called a schematic cannon. You see, I give it gunpowder and a bunch of blocks, and it will just build the thing for me. Also just testing out some machinery and railways and some stuff over here in a creative world. So yeah, indeed. Now, the idea is that I want to make like a sort of artificial village of sorts. And with that, I want to, you know, have like some decent housing. This is fairly... Oh, what's... What the hell? Okay. No building gadget for right now. This is like the basic house. It's just copper, you know, some brass, some wattle and daub. This is some material that I can get pretty easily. I just need clay and the resource straw that I get from my farm machinery. And it, you know, has like a little second floor, and there's like a little goblin here that's snuck into the blueprint, and hopefully it doesn't cause any problems. But it's fairly basic. It just needs a lot of copper, and maybe even not that much. But the main materials that I'm going to be working with is this, the wattle and daub, spruce, and copper. To that end, I also built this one, slightly larger. This one has, you know, like a little fireplace, and it has like a chimney, and it goes all the way up here, and you know, it has the smoke coming out. And it's all built right there, and I can just recreate it. I am using these roof buildings, roof blocks, essentially, to make this sort of structure. And it has a second floor as well, and you know, it has like some lanterns and things. Let me turn on the shaders just to show you how it looks like with the shaders on. 1 second. There we go. And, you know, it looks a little hazy, smoky. Have like these little tables here. And so, I mean, I have the smokers, but I might replace those with the respective thing that the different villagers want. Because the thing that I've been running into is some issues with, what's it called? With my tools, actually. Because I haven't gone like mining or exploring much, and so like I have this nice pick and some my axes and tools and such, and I kind of run out of materials sometimes to repair them. So I kind of just want to have that ability to buy more. And then also I was working on the train station. I had to turn off the shaders because this looks very, very white. It looks very reflective with the shaders, and so I had to turn it off. Because I also want to have like this big train station thing going throughout the islands, and this would be like the central station, with some inspiration from Penn Station in New York City. Yeah, you know, with like the girders and the metal and the thing, and there will be a bunch of glass over top. But that's more of like a long-term project. With these two little house variants, I do want to look up more, so I can just have that ready and just build those separately. For the moment, I'm going to put down a chest somewhere. Chest here. Just so I can have these things here that go there for this build. That goes here. And I'll figure out how else I want to build this. What else I can use for inspiration for the different builds. So let's do a quick Google, why don't we? Ooh, my goodness. I have this browser extension that shows me art, a new artwork every time I open a new tab, and it gave me something a little spicy. It is random. I did not ask for it, but you know, I'll take it. Something like it's a spruce forest, something like Nordic. Nordic, give or take 1800s houses, and let's see what it gives us. You're a real creative person, so figure it out. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I wonder if maybe chat would be better served being in the other side. Let's try that. At least with this layout here. Nordic 1800s houses. Images. Let's have a look. This all looks too modern for my taste. Also, because of the mods that I have in here, there's a lot. Say, for example, if I look at spruce in here, as you can see, there's a lot of textures, a lot of windows, trapdoors, chests, and a bunch of textures for wood, so that's not a problem. I also have Jacaranda at my disposal, which is white, so I need to consider that as well. But it does have less texture variance. What about... No, it's not giving me what I want. What about... Not Nordic, but what about... Dutch? from the Netherlands. That's a little bit better. Yeah, see, this is the sort of thing, like tall, skinny buildings. Maybe. Editing some videos, so I'll be lurking while you do that. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I'll just be talking to myself at the moment. Enjoy farming the channel points now that we have that. Dutch, tall, skinny houses. Maybe, and I can put those like closer still to the water. Interesting. Because the Dutch also have like the windmills and everything going on, yeah? Right. What about something more steampunk, considering the whole create aesthetic? Yes, by all means, steampunk architecture. Quick googling. Oh, it's thundering in game and soon out of game also. Man, it rained last night and it was nice. It was kind of hot today, but you know, whatever. It happens. I'll just leave the menu open. I like to listen to the rain. Steampunk. There's a lot of steampunk, but it gives like a very large. I guess I could also build like a large compound thing to have my villagers in. Does that? Do you think that would be better or worse? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Well, if I want it to be like more modular. Something like... No, I like the Dutch ones. I'm gonna go back to that. Because I can also put those like in or nearby. Yeah. Yeah, I can also put those... I would need to go and look at how the world looks real quick. I don't have any screenshots, do I? No, I don't. Okay. Dutch, not 1800s, but then just give me Dutch houses. Yeah. Okay. And I guess we could make those out of brick, but brick is like a premium material. It doesn't have to be, but I would have to get a setup for sand, and therefore clay, and therefore brick. So it's like takes a little more work than I'm willing to put into right now. Maybe Dutch is the way. Or what about something even better? Venetian houses. Because they also have that virtue of, you know, they have like some pillars and stuff outside. That's interesting. I can always put up some stuff with chisel and bits. Never fails to give some detail somewhere. It is pretty, but not quite what I'm going for, I don't think. The bridges are cool, though. I definitely want a bridge. And I definitely need it. There's some crevices and pits over there that need bridging over. Stick with Dutch. More specifically... Well, what about Danish? How does that look like from Copenhagen and such? Denmark, Copenhagen, yeah, taller buildings. Tall, skinny buildings. is interesting. It's interesting. Something to consider. Okay, let's go with these traditional canal houses. Yeah. Yeah. Because these can be skinny and I can put them pretty much side by side. Look at this one, and they are pointy on top, and they have like the big central window. That's the defining feature. I do like that. Okay, so how are we going to do that? I also have some mangrove, but that's not my primary resource in that world. Okay. So what's a colorful thing that we can put into that? Granite, of course. I suppose I could, let's see, create deco, diesel, chisels and bits, create, here we go. Nothing here, huh? No, okay. Create deco, here we go. Dean bricks, regular bricks, red bricks, cracked red bricks, pearl bricks, whoa. How do we get these? Cutting. Yeah, okay. With bricks and limestone. Okay, right, we have limestone also, which we can make from honey and lava. Ooh. Ooh, interesting. Okay. What else? There's something. Blue bricks. How do we get these? From Azurine. Right, and Azurine can also make some other blue stuff. I believe there's some Azurine in the caves under. So yeah, let's make a blue house. Where's the blue bricks? Here's the blue bricks. Regular, tiled, cracked. How do we just cook it? Okay, sure. Dusk brick, yeah. Scarlet brick. Is there a green? There's all sorts of colors. Oh my. Lovely. Okay, some mossy, I presume, with, not like that. Recipe is with vines, which we can get a lot of because we have mangroves and moss. Cool, sweet. Stone metal, okay. Still, we would need bricks. That's fine. So, normal, tiled, cracked. Stairs? Does the design call for stairs? I guess it does. Or does it call for walls? I think it calls more so for walls. And slabs. Corner, yeah. Alright. And a classic diorite floor. Alright, so this one's going to be long and skinny and tall. Maybe we can put maybe 2 or 3 villagers in there. Sure. There we go, and get the building gadget, please and thank you. Give me that. And give me a build to me, please. G. May as well do this with chunk guidelines. Do we want it to be one chunk long? Probably not. But definitely over half. Well, that one's a 9 by 9. So half a chunk is 8. 9 by 7? Maybe? 10 by 7? Well, let's see. That's 10. Doesn't look like 10, but it is 10. 10 by 4, 5, 6. Don't say it. Funny number, haha. Give me that. Okay. This plus some walls. Feels like it would be better if it was longer and skinnier. 12 by 6, perhaps. So that's 6 width. And there we go, that's 12 by 6. Yeah, and then just a bunch of interior space. Perhaps. Maybe. Okay, well. Vertical wall. Ray trace fluid, stairs, bind inventory, anchor, grow. Nah, just do that. So, we get these bricks. And give me a wall. I mean, it's okay. That work? Nope, that's a little too big. There we go. And it's a little... well, I mean, some of that is the shaders doing their work. That's okay. There we go. Give it to me, please. Now, the only concern with this... okay, there that is. Seems a little tall, but that's okay. Well, no, we want it to be tall. And then... put a bunch of walls over here on this side. Cha-chan, cha-chan. There we go. Then some more of these. And we can do another layer. My only concern with this is that it does not allow a central... no, it does allow a central window sort of thing. Because if we look at the thing, the other, it's just these are very skinny in a way that Minecraft does not necessarily allow. So, what if we do it something like that? And give me that and that. Okay. Well, right now it's just an empty box. However, blue brick. No, no blue brick anything. What about copycat? Because copycat can be anything. Hello. Am I muted? No, I'm not muted. Okay. So if copycat can be anything, copycat, what do we want it to be? It looks like... Okay, so these things have a slope and then like a thing on top. Thank you, Rain, for going away. Let me turn off these guides. Okay. It's okay. It's not... it's not my worst idea. Not my best idea either, but... I mean, like, we could just do more walls, but it doesn't look so good. Two layers of walls looks a little bit better. Right? Just like this plus windows. Or copy, paste, gadget. Let me just go and charge this real quick. Which, yeah, there's electricity in this thing, which I will need to figure out a little bit better soon enough. What then? Is this done? Yes, it's done. Okay. This to copy. From here to here, copy. And paste right next to it. Now there's bats in there. So we do that. And then do this. Right? And then it would be one layer, then two layers. Yeah. There we go. this layer of walls. But not there. There's 1, 2, and then, yeah, on top. Thusly. If we do that, and then this, oop, didn't mean to do that. And then this, then we can put some stairs here. Yeah? That makes sense to everybody? Let's get rid of this nerd pole. Don't need that in my eye line. Hello, bats. Oh boy, there's a lot of you. Lantern. Give me, what's the thing that prevents spawning? You, Torchmaster. Behave. Places invisible lights. It had better. Okay. So, blue brick. Normal stairs instead of that. And if we just do this and this, and even something like this. Allows us to put like a finer point on it. I like that. I like that. Now, how does that compare to the reference? Good. It compares well to the reference. Is that thing like a single thing? Because it looks like there's only... Oh. From what I can tell, it is just kind of... It ends here. And like the roof is here. The roof is there. But then that single thing makes it seem... Let's copy that. Stair orientation. Oh. There we go. Yeah, see, now there's lights in there. Thank you. Okay, okay. Like that. It looks like it might just be this thing here, and in fact, it might be like a stair there. Like that. And the rest is flat. Right? Right? That's what it seems like to me. Oop. Okay. So, if we do that, then this is pretty flat, and it should have something on top, like a diorite. Diorite. Diorite what? Diorite roof. Seems annoying to make. I'd prefer not to. Diorite bits? No. Diorite. Or you know what? Maybe just copycat. Copycat beam. Not quite. Copycat bite. Copycat vertical step. Beam step. Copycat half panel. Hold on. Hold on. Like that. And set it to diorite. Stick a little thing on top. Hey, there we go. Can't really tell that it's there, but it does seem similar to the thing that the original has. Flat pane? What is this? Oh, it really is a flat pane. Okay. Copycat. It's the first time I've been using these copycat things, so I really don't know what I'm doing with them. Copycat sliding door, folding door, iron door, door. I see. I see. Fluid pipe. Whoa. Shaft. Okay. Okay. Large cogwheel. Interesting. Interesting. Ooh. Slope layer. No. Stacked half layer? How does this work? Okay, interesting. Maybe do something like this. It's like a little thing on top. Perhaps, perhaps not strictly necessary, I would say. Okay, okay. You know what? Let's just get rid of that. Keep it simple, stupid. Fine, fine. All right, so that's how that's going to go, more or less. Now then, I'm sorry, bats, but you can't be here. This is not a place for bats to be. Okay. Now then, if we want this to be the base of it, then we want to have some ornamentation to it. Right? So, start with some corners of this, give it a little bit more texture. Is there something even better that we can put something a little even more blue? Terracotta. Factory block? Perhaps, perhaps. Shulker box? Definitely not. How about regular blue terracotta unglazed? No, looks very flat. I don't like it. Blue. Blue wool? Reinforced blue wool. Important? No, I don't think so. Light terracotta? Light blue terracotta? Maybe. Look it up here on the other menu. Ooh. One second. Small little thing. Issue. Alright, we're back. A small little thing. Small accidents that happen in people's houses. Anyway, blue. Okay. Zoltanite. Right, there's the Zoltanite. No, wait. Zoltanite is mastic resin and lava. Huh. Okay. Maybe. How does this work? I've never used it. Does it require power? Yeah, it does. Yep, there it is. It requires power. Maybe. What is the thing called? I mean, it looks nice. It looks pretty. Light blue, blue ice, blue concrete. This looks a little too blue. Not quite with what we're going with. Reaper concrete. Concrete, blue bricks. No, it's called azurine. There we go. It's a thing that is used to make the blue bricks. Cut azurine. Pillar. Layered. What does the reference say? Not much. However, I do have an idea. Azurine. Pillar. Here we go. Okay, so if it goes like that, we could do this and this. No, this and that. And have pillars this way. Yeah? And so that way we can do it like that. Oh, I do like that. I do like that. Maybe up to here. Up to this level. Another bat? Get out of there, dude. Okay, one less. Give me all of that. And this. Okay. Maybe still have that there. Do we want a third pillar on it? Reference says probably not, unless we want to put it in between the windows. Let's see. Let's divvy up these floors, yeah? With slabs. Inside, it will be spruce, of course. So we do 1, 2, and a bit. Seems a little shallow. And can we do 1, 2, and a bit? And that's a third floor. Okay. No, we can do 3 floors out of this. 1, 2, 3 and a half. 1, 2, 3 and a half. And the second one, the third floor has like that attic, like bats. Don't make me pull out the sword, I will. Instead of the copy paste gadget. Come on. Get out. Get. Be gone. This place is under construction. You should not be here. Okay. So, slabs. Slab. There we go. Okay, more or less. Then, it's, you know, like a fairly decent-ish house. Mm-hmm. And then just like have that a door here. Yeah, yeah. Do we want any separation between the floors, Azurin? Maybe with walls? Let's try. How's this look? Kinda. It doesn't quite go with what I want it to be now. Azurin. Stairs. Yeah, cut stairs. Like that. So we leave that there. And here we put another layer of stairs. And then another layer of... Okay, okay. I am liking that. Okay, so how do we want to have this space for the villagers? How do we want to... Maybe just actually just stairs in the inside. Stairs inside. Okay, if we enter through here, we want to go above, we go through there. So here, there. This. Made the light. Okay. Sure. Why not? And then... maybe we continue this one more level. Sort of. Sort of. Perhaps even something like this. Already doesn't look so monotonous. I like it, I like it. The sides need to be heavily worked on, though. Yeah. Okay, okay. So, step one, UI back. We want railing. Iron, andesite. Yeah, iron, why not? And Moises, what do you want? Don't need any of that. Thank you, though. This, that, and that. Just have, so that's nice to have, so we're not just running our way out of there. Okay, and this one, same thing. Oh. go. That there, this here, this one can have one more. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this here, that there. Glass? No. Regular. And then glass. And that's the door. Okay. Then the stairs need to be reinforced just because I like it that way. It's gonna go be like that. This one, that one, that one. This one. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Then the thing has windows in the center and the sides. The center looks a little funky, so we can probably just do that. No, it looks better on the sides. Brick. Goodbye. Don't need any interruptions, thank you. This and this. Okay. Sure. Now then, the corners, it looks very rectangular, and it is. And if we want it to stick to things on the side, oh, let's see, so now I have to worry about ads. Okay, yeah, let's just do a little look around while ads are going on. Okay, so it does look kind of boring over here from the side. But we can just use this as a base and then have some other way of customizing it once it's built. Yeah? Oh, you know what? Okay. Right, so if we're back from ads, I was forgetting a very important detail, and is that the house is an entire extra block wider, and I was forgetting because when I copy pasted this with a wall that was here to make it so that it's an odd width, so we can have a properly defined center. So now I need to move all of this around, but that should not be a problem. Just destroy it. It is as they say, you must delete your art every once in a while. So we do that, do this, and there, here, there, 1, 2, and that's it. And here, 1, 2, 3. There we go. So does that change the calculus a little bit? Yes, it does. Yes, it does, because it turns out this one can do one more. No, it cannot. Okay. So, and of course these railings don't need to be quite so encroaching. This one goes here, this one goes here, and there. Yeah, that'll do. There we go. Okay. See, now this looks a little bit better, and we can put some glass in here. Yeah? Yeah. All right. Cool. So, then how do we make it a little bit less rectangular? Azurine. There's more brick walls. Azurine looks nice. It does. I won't lie. Can I make it? Zinc? Stone cutting? I can make it with water, gravel, and zinc. Okay. Sweet. Nice. Lovely. Chiseling, extruding. Ah, block of lapis and lava. Okay. That's even easier than I expected. I do love that. Okay, so wall. Blue brick wall. Tile wall? Tile blue brick wall? How about this? So we got tiles here, tiles there, and this sort of eats a little bit of the corner, but what if we do this? It looks okay. It looks fine. Not quite as fine as I like, though. What if we just do it like that? Sorta. Ooh, what song is this? I really like it. Just all the way. Maybe just do the first floor full blocks and then the rest it's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's do it now on the other side. See how it looks. Completely symmetrical. Okay, okay. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Now for contrast, I would like to use glass of some kind. Security craft? No. Glass panes? Stained glass? Red glass? Maybe even just white glass. Can't even really tell that it's there, huh? Because of the shaders, probably. Yeah, I mean, it is white glass. Okay, okay. What if we take this here and replace it with azurine? See, this looks nice, I think. This is pretty okay, if I do say so myself. And then, of course, we can just copy-paste it. I lost my copy-paste gadget. Gadget. Cut and paste. Copy-paste. Exchanging. Just give me the copy-paste. Throw it into charge. Is this good enough? Maybe. Maybe. I can picture a few of these. What other bricks are there? Amethyst bricks. Whoa. Fancy. Cobalt deep slate. What's the great dragons? It's great deco, yeah. Short Dean bricks. I'm gonna make these Dean bricks with ochrum. Right. These are a little... Yeah, they're a little orange. Let me turn off the shaders. See how it looks. Blue? Yeah, this looks pretty okay without shaders too. Okay. Short red bricks. I guess these are just like made with regular bricks, yeah. Cracked Dean. The pearl bricks, of course, are white. Kind of not so interesting. Dusk. Similar sort of design. I need like a brownish. Scarlet, no. Green, verdant. Made with Viridium, which is copper, of course. Compacting, copper, gravel, lava. Extruded through prismarine. Ooh, that's rough, but not impossible. Difficult, but not impossible. Is there some other way? Not really. Not really. I guess that'll have to be a journey that we have to go on. There we go. Umber. Made with scoria. Scoria is easy. Okay. Similar sort of design, but maybe just with bricks like that. Be nice if there was like a large brick, you know, like stone brick, sort of something like that. Anyway, I think this is done. Turn the shaders back on. There we go. Okay, so we want to copy, give me from here to here. Oh, what happened? Rotate, undo, bind, anchor. Can I ray trace fluid settings? Aha. There we go. Confirm. Copy that. Wait, no. Paste. Unanchor. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Goodness. Copy. Edit. Like that? No. I want to do that. 1, 2, 3, a little bit more. Confirm. Okay, it needs to be a little bit further down. There we go. And a little bit further up. Confirm. Yes, copy that. And then... No, it's not working. God damn it. I need to figure out how these things work. Copy. Here. Right. Paste. There we go. Now that's the whole thing. Okay. So we destroy this whole back thing. Luckily, I have an auto clicker. There we go. And that. Whoops. Not that though. There we go. And paste. Okay, so now it looks the same front and back. And we can just go right on through if necessary. And the sides can be customized based on whether we need it to be that way or different. Yeah? Yeah. I'd say that's pretty good. Okay, so now let me get rid of at torch master. Frozen pearl, dread lamp, mega torch. So I want the frozen pearl. Frozen pearl. Get rid of that. Break this. Broke all those lights. Did it? Yes, it did. Good. And we want instead something like wall lamps. No, something a little more interesting. Cage lamps. No. Gas lamp. No. Lantern. Maybe. Wall lanterns. We like those. But these can also go covered. How about something like this then? One here. One here. Check for lights. Okay, there's some issues here. And do one there. And one there. There we go, 4 lights. And same sort of thing, one here, one here. Ah, these stairs are backwards. Easy fix, easy fix. Then that's all good here, and it's just this one here that needs to be there. Just put it right there. Same thing, one here, one here, one there. Okay. Right then, so we need to flip these stairs because they were facing the same way. It did not rotate. I guess we could have undo, rotate, rotate. Yeah, good. We definitely could have done that, but it would have flipped the door, which we did not necessarily want to do. So that's totally okay. And is that good? I think we can call it there, right? Maybe just put like some light on top, perhaps. Lamp. Maybe a soul lantern on top. Can't put it there. Oh, never mind. Lamp. What about you? Ooh, hiccups. I can do that, but I don't like it. Lamp. Endstone lamp. Whoa. Redstone lamp slab. Nah, no reason to have lamps on the roof, I don't think. Maybe have a different roof, perhaps. Maybe something white on the roof. Maybe some diorite. Ooh. Diorite wall? No. Is there only that? Reinforced. Yeah, nope, here it is. Polish cut diorite wall. There we go. Maybe something like this. It's not bad. It's not great. What about calcite? Wall. Polish cut calcite. It's a little bit brighter white and looks just like that. Yeah. Yeah, I do like that more. Ooh. Auto clicker went slightly haywire. Maybe we do the stairs too? 1 second. Nope. Building gadget. Go. There we go. This one went a little over. Is this visible from the inside? Yes, it is. Now that makes it a little bit more awkward. But it doesn't have to, I guess. Calcite scales. Calcite. Nope, scales, slabs. Large bricks. Tiny bricks. Etched bricks. No shingles apparently, but that makes sense, I suppose. Now here we go, cut bricks and stairs. White roof, like that. It's not too bad. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. This goes here, this goes there. Okay. That there. This here. These, there's two. There we go. Nearly forgot. There we go. Okay. I don't mind it. I don't mind it one bit. How does it look from the inside, though? Okay, just a layer of... Oh, I forgot to do this layer of calcite. My bad, my bad. Yeah, this one. There we go. Okay, check again. How does it look? From the inside, just like a nice little trim of calcite. It doesn't look bad at all from the inside. I don't think so. I would live here. It's a nice little roof apartment. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. And now, of course, a door, which will be warp door, secret door. No, warp door. Didn't mean to drop it. Put it in the inside. There we go. Is that okay? Do we want to use some more contrast in there? Door. Doot door. Door. Secret cherry door. Secret warped stem door. No. No secret door. Plank door. No. Warped shoji. No, shoji doesn't go. Warped barn door. Maybe. Maybe. Should not be too difficult to obtain from the nether. I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Okay, let me just put down the other one. Right there. Lovely. Okay. So, schematic time. Give me this. And up to here. One there and two there. All of that. Uh-huh. Good. Dutch house blue. Safe. Lovely. Okay. Now we try and do something similar in other colors, maybe. Of course, starting with our diorite foundation. Do this here. 4, 5, 6, and one more. Then this goblin, Natasha, is annoying me. Be gone. Okay. I was using this. Same initial dimensions. Just like that. And same sort of thing, except this, of course, will be with create deco. Let's make this green. Yeah, green. Okay. Yeah. It's always a thing with when somebody is talking on the phone in my house, if I can hear them or not on the microphone. Anyway, so and turn off overlay. Take this. That gives me this, that, and that. Okay, that's the basis of that. Vertical column, horizontal wall, horizontal grid, build to me, place on top. And grow. Funny. Squish? What do you mean squish? Okay. Grow up. Okay. Is that just the animation? I guess. The snap. What else? Grow. Yeah, we like grow. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 3. One more. Maybe we can make the green one actually a little bit shorter. 3 blocks shorter. And only 2 stories. Perhaps, just to have some variety. Of course, I am biased in favor of green, being who I am. Oop, did not mean to do that. Let's just take a simple block to begin with. Then verdant. Ooh, what the hell? Elemental verdant froglight. Wow. Oh, interesting. The froglights have some extra textures here. Lovely. Anyway, long verdant bricks. I mean, I guess. How do we... Let's just jump into the thing. How do we get these? Just stone cutting. Okay, sweet. Breaks up the texture in an interesting way. A little bit. Kind of hard to tell, but it's there. It's present. It's not the most noticeable thing. But then also Viridium is quite intense. Viridium pillar, maybe? Or Viridium brick wall. I do like that. So instead of having this and have it be like on the inside, we can always have it lining the outside, thusly. But not like that. Starting 3 blocks up. Verdant. Short bricks, yes please. 1, 2, 3, there we go. 1, 2, 3, Central entrance in this one. Yeah. And then for texture, we can maybe use stairs. Short brick stairs, long brick stairs, corner. What's the thing with the corner? Long corner. Show me. Oh, I see. Okay. Not what I'm looking for, but interesting nonetheless. Right. So if we do stairs, right, verdant stairs, regular brick stairs. And we can do this and that, and this and that, and this, and that. Just for some dimension, perhaps. Maybe even like, no, not like that, like this. It's okay, it's okay. Mooney Drips, hello, welcome, welcome. I'm just building some stuff in creative mode to, this is a mod pack, and I'm building some stuff in creative mode to build into schematics later. So we can have this, and then door over here. It's okay, but I'm wondering if we can do better than that. Maybe, maybe. Okay, sure, why not? And then here, so I can just pick this up. So if we have this, the stairs begin here, 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 down, 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 down. And of course, spruce slab roof. 2, 3.5. Just because I like it that way. Done. There we go. And this can have a single one here. Cool, cool. Let's not neglect our lantern duties. Just do the regular one. Can I put it on the wall? Yes, I can. Check for the levels. Maybe just do one here, one there as before. Can I break this one and be fine? Yes, lovely. Sorry, Goblin. I don't need the interruptions at the moment. Okay. So, front door, back door. This one is small enough that maybe it doesn't need a back door. No, Goblin, yes, sorry. There's a lot of them. They spawn more often than I would like, necessarily. And it already happened in this house over here, this little one. A goblin spawned inside, and I copied that schematic, and when I pasted it somewhere else, it spawned with the goblin inside. So I just have to remove them when they come up, because otherwise, otherwise they replicate without, any limit. And I would prefer not to have to do that. The idea is to replicate these builds in a survival world, so it's going to be a little better if we just don't have to deal with it. Okay. Light layout. So this is okay. This is fine. Kind of. I wonder, maybe just a window here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Because it looks fine, but maybe just keep to the windows in the second floor. And we shall see. I've built a gadget for this. This. Love goblins. Yeah, goblins, they are very cute. They are very useful. And we do love them, but not in every situation. This is a situation in which maybe we just don't love them so much. Do we want this to make, so this is a 3-floor house. This can be a 2-floor house, just generally smaller. I think, yeah. And you know what? I'm going to break this back wall so I can copy paste it later. Just not deal with that and just copy the front, put it in the back. There's one. And that. And then, of course, the respective little pillar. But now I feel like it just doesn't quite have the same impact as this one, you know? Maybe I do put some Viridian pillars in here. Maybe even just to this point. No. Viridian. Viridium. Like so. 4. Maybe even just that. And then the walls. Or maybe leave it like this. Decisions. Whatever the case, this wall here is going to go there, and it's going to have a window at the center. If that's going to be that, then here's when we start building a roof, which will be a different color. The roof for a greenhouse should be copper shingle, but not because copper would oxidize. I mean, oxidized copper looks very pretty. I do love it. I do like it. But maybe it's not the right thing. We'll try. Copper. What other building blocks are there for copper? Copper wall? No. Really? No copper wall. Whole bunch of different blocks. No stairs either, I don't believe. No, there is, yes, stairs. Stairs. Let me have a quick look at this. If we do that, and if this thing begins to shrink from here, if we do something like some bricks here, it's not bad necessarily. Okay. Let me build the other side. Oop. This here, this here, this here, and then slabs on top. Cut slab. Da. This would be here, this would be here. Stairs lead us up to right here into a sort of attic. 1 second. Let me just do that. Another lantern. That. Put that right here. Does that cover? Yes, it does. Oh, single lantern covers the room. Nice. Okay. So we'll do that. Okay. Okay. But then, if we want to open up a window, we do that. Yeah, kind of. Good chiseling bits. Always. However, how about this copper grate? No, I'm not convinced. It definitely looks a little too flat in comparison to this other one. Pane. Regular glass? This looks a little bit better, but it's still a little flat overall. Maybe make it more pointy? To have more azurine for sure. More, sorry, viridium. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. But I'm not convinced. What if I go even further? Oh, this one doesn't go sideways. Yes, it does. There we go. Of course it goes sideways. What am I talking about? Or we could do it like we did the other one with stairs. Very... Cut brick stairs? Yeah, sort of. But then this looks kind of out of place. So let's replace this with that, this with that. There we go. Now it's got some dimension. And then, what if we did this? Ah, but now the glass doesn't connect. Okay, how about something like this? And we'll just live with it open on this side? No, absolutely not. Fine. Give me that. Give me this. And give me... fence? Does fence work? Probably not. Yeah, no. Lattice? Yeah, lattice. Spruce. I used this in the other thing. How about... something like that? Ooh. I do like that. It does all open at the same time, and you can just jump out of it. Maybe not the best for villagers, you know? But I do like it. What else could it be? Lattice? lattice fence instead of lattice fence gate. Ah, but it doesn't work, you see. Actually, what if we do this? That. Not quite. It's kind of ugly. Yeah, no. This is pretty okay. Trap door? Can a villager open a trap door? I don't remember. Seems like it'd be worth a Google. Can a villager open a trap door? No. No, it seems is the answer. Okay. So... Oh, wrong window. Spruce. Trap door. Woven? What's it look like? It's okay. Spruce-ter. Music is a little bit loud. Distorted, meshed. It's okay. Fancy, suspicious, regular, barred, airy, checkered. Checkered. I like checkered. Okay. Oh. Okay, so... Ahaha. Okay. Oi, goblin. See what I mean? The goblins that are just kind of keep spawning in here. Either get out of here. No. Unfortunately, violence is the answer. Sorry, goblins. You know I love you, but can't have that. And then, of course, for the regular door, we'll use bamboo. But on the inside. Ahaha. Yes, I do like this. I do like that. I don't like this is so... It needs more pointiness, you know? There we go. Something like that. Okay. So, load up the copy-paste gadget. And give me a copy. Whoa. We need to undo, grow, settings, it needs to go there. Yeah, give me clear. Just don't deal with this. And all of that, and then configure. One more there, one more there. Confirm. That's all of that. Yep, copy all of that. And then paste. However, rotate. Oh, you know what? In copy, we need to not copy the diorite. There we go. Copy that. And paste it. Rotate, rotate. Ta-dun. There we go. Front and back. At least as far as the stairs are concerned. Close all of those. Okay. And then lantern there. One lantern up here. In fact, maybe we can just put it up there. Or hell, even right at the center. Why not? Okay, and it didn't copy the door. I'm surprised. That's fine. Door inside, door outside. Sweet. Okay, and then we just fill out the roof. There we go. There we go. Copper roof, small little house. Easy stuff, and then the rest of it can be customized with, yeah, with the schematics. So, give me this. Give me that. Nope. Yeah, well, that's fine. Oh. There we go. Copy all of this, and one more there. There we go. Okay, this will be Dutch House Green. Yes. Okay. How are we doing? What time is it? Okay, there's a little bit of time. I need to drink some water. Ah, lovely. All right. Seems like a decent thing between this and that. What other form of house do we want to make? I wonder. Okay. What other house indeed? Another like a wooden thing also I think would be nice. Maybe. Just build that directly onto the grass. So this would fit 3 villagers. This would fit 2 villagers. It can fit as many as I want it to, really, but you know, I don't believe in villager cruelty. I would like to be somewhat respectful of the villagers. But seriously, what would be a better... What else? What else? Give me the spruce and give me the veranda planks. We also have in decent abundance. And of course the dio. This will be a granite floor. And And let's see how we can turn off this thing. A small foot, but taller on top, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. This much on the inside means 2 more for the outside. 1, 2, the inside plus the outside. Another 7 by 9. Yeah. Hello, rain, once more. Oh, a little bit of lag. No problem, no problem. Okay, so we built this much and then something on top. 3, 1, 3, 3. Yes, yes. This on top. I don't want it to be too similar to this, but it already does kind of look like it. Lightning, come on. You know what? I'm gonna sleep this off. Don't want the lightning bothering me or anyone else. Okay, so that's that, and of course got on the planks all around. Maybe a main entrance here. Side exit here requires that. And this, which means we can open up here and we can leave this there open. I'll throw this, this, and that. Except, of course, if we want to do like this, and then over here, something like that. Pretty open house, just off the rip. Okay, there that is. Except we can put down another log here to sort of reinforce. Some amount of verisimilitude. Just have that there. Maybe. Something like that. Maybe. More or less. Ladder through here. Something like that. Okay. Something like that. And then for a roof, we can do not copper, maybe birch. Can we do this? I guess we could. I guess we could. Who is sending me messages right now? Oh, I see. Okay, no problem. Okay, so that's there, that's here, there, here, up, over. Okay, so up and down, up and down and up and down. Aha. So this all goes here. It's a little cramped, though. It's actually a lot cramped. What if the entrance was right up here? It's a little bit better. So the ladder will be here, next to the door. Okay. Then this here, there, this one forward, right? Right. And this one there. Birch slabs for the rest of it. And this is just sort of like an attic for storage. A little lookout here, maybe. Maybe even some of this. Not quite. There we go. Okay. Cool, so this can just be straight up storage. And let me put a candle in there. Golden, no. Candle. Yes. There's the basic candle. Or a lantern. We have the technology, we have lanterns. lantern here as well. There we go. Now that said, spruce, I do want to put some trim, corner trim. Maybe this and that. And no. No. Shelf. Hello. Ooh. Item shelf is not bad. Just to have that division there. I might even make this a single door and actually just double door and it opens here. Yeah. Can we do this? Yes, we can. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. 2, 1, 2. Take this 1, 2. Seems fairly easy. You know what? I can put. No. Or maybe. 1 second. I'm going to test this out over here. Ah, it's like a little windowsill. Ooh, how do I craft this? Item health. 3 slabs. Sweet. That doesn't seem to be working though. 1 second. One, two, three. There we go. Crafting table. Does it not work? I see. It doesn't. Ah. Shelf. Shuffle. Shelf. Ah, there we go. Really, only sepia and rotten. Dang. Well, that's no problem. We can do out of wood. How do I close this book? Like this. Didn't you grow up getting used to it, so now I just don't know how to use it. Fine. Just regular shelves. Okay, it's that and these instead of windows. Not like that though. Place them from the outside. There we go. Some of these have window sills. Oh, that is very cute. I love it. Ladder. Reinforced, crooked, mossy, plank. How about this? How's this look? It looks alright. I'll take it. Unless there's something better. Brass, andesite. We have plenty of andesite also. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, and then door, regular spruce door. Not that way, though. This way. Okay, this one like this. There we go. Do we want... Is it worth it to do this just for decoration? Just to expand the schematic? Maybe. Maybe. I like how that looks. Ooh, not that though. This. While we're at it, may as well add a little bit of flair. And then, of course, stairs that go... Well, it's an uneven surface, so down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And there we go. Another simple house, just requires some birch. Give me that. And expand up to here, expand there, there, all the way up. All of that. And this little thing also. Save it. This can be... Spruce house. Spruce. Spruce. Spruce house. Hak. Because of the jacaranda wood that requires to make the planks. I really like this. Really like that. Sweet. Okay. With that, I mean, it's just 3 different houses, 3 different designs. Now we have like a nice variety of stuff. None of them necessarily look like they go together. But it gives us something to look forward to in the survival world. That said, I'm not quite done for today. I also intend to do all of this. Not all of this, but I do want to continue this monstrosity. So, metal girder. That's about the only thing that I've been using at the moment. And let's just grow 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Another set of stuff over here. This one there. Oh, not like that. There we go. And then maybe one more layer up. Unless we just do this. Oh. Yeah. No, not this one. In fact, maybe not that one either. Okay. That's kind of what I was going for. But then, of course, I do need this, the diagonal girder. There we go. Okay. Slow, careful building. Oh, what? No, not that. This. Okay, seems to be sort of built out of chain. So have that there, this here, that there. Huh. So we have this here. Nope. Nope. There. It sort of looks like chain links that are just welded together. And I love it. This here, this there, this here, this there. And then replace that. Replace this. Yes. Okay. No. This one goes down. Nope. Down, I said. And this one goes up. This one goes up, and this one goes down. There we go. Mm-hmm. Here, that, and then this there. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I like it. Feels like it's kind of skinny over here, but we can always just do this. Nope. This. Okay. And what was the inspiration? We said it was Penn Station. Penn Station, NYC. Inspiration, not one-to-one recreation. No need to worry. Because of course those girders go diagonal, which I have not figured out. I had seen that before, just not... I have not seen it here. 1, 2, that, and here we can do 1 extra, and make it so that it curves kind of like that. Maybe it's a gentle enough curve, I think. Here, and then 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So. Whoa. Okay. So, from there, the next thing is just a bunch of glass, except this is also pointy. So, and actually, hold on. Because if we can keep a consistent sort of slope here, not quite, not quite. One more. Cha-chan, cha-chan. Nah, nah. I'll cut one. Okay, so glass. Reactor glass, no. Large diamond leaded glass. Oh, hold on, let me look it up on the other menu as well. Glass. Yeah, there's a bunch of glass, a bunch of glass. Here we go. Chipped. Ah. Clear leaded glass, vertical leaded glass, diamond leaded glass. What's the best? That looks fairly uniform to me. So, how about, I mean, chipped is good. Whoa. Chipped, chisel, ornate steel glass, iron glass, dungeon glass, chisel, chrono glass, bubble glass, scratched glass. Chiseling gives us framed glass, horizontal framed glass. How do I get dungeon glass? I'm not sure. Chinese glass, whoa. At chisel. Glass. Go shale glass, glass screen, and no, I think I'll go with leaded. Leaded. So, vertical. And raster? Or diamond? There's also panes. Small diamond? Big diamond, small diamond, and vertical? Arched. Hold on. Ah, yes, arched. Ooh, this makes some nice windows. How does it look from under? Okay. Ah-ha-ha. Okay, okay. That is good. That is good. Okay, what about the small diamond? Aha, that connects too. And presumably it's the same from underneath. Yep. Okay. leaded. Okay. Anything from underneath? Not really. That's kind of boring. Large diamond. Yes, I am muted. You are right. Um, so you were lurking, so maybe you weren't seeing. So we got these three houses right here: blue, green, and sort of mixed. It's just wood for different levels of complexity. And so with all of those, I think I can get a pretty decent variety of stuff going. I can always just these are fairly basic, like on the sides and such, because they're gonna be customizable after they've been pasted into the other world. Just to take you a little bit of a tour inside, like fairly basic, fairly empty, looking good. Whenever I build these, I can just open up some windows here later. This thing has like a little attic here, some space there. This one also pretty basic. This one has a little side door specifically. This one has ladder also into this little attic space as well. And actually, I'm realizing I forgot something in there, but whatever. We can just put that whenever it is time. And so now I was working on my train station, as you can see. Have a look. See how it goes. Glass roof. Look at that. Look at the pattern that it makes with the shaders. But it is all still solid. It's all glass in here. Da, 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 da. However, I was just getting ready to charge up this little gadget thing. Even just a little bit. That'll do. So that I can just copy paste this same pattern of glass throughout the rest of this. However, I do need to. With the shaders, it looks cool. Yes. So, can I do this? No. Shift right click. Anchor. Okay, so that. Anchor. Left. Whoa. Okay. Now we're looking. So we need to down some amount. Okay, all of that. Up. Doesn't seem to be. Oh. Right. Yeah, okay, yeah, all of that. Effect, ray trace, grow, undo. Okay. Get rid of all this. Get rid of all that. All of this. All of that. All of this. Oh, not quite all of that. All of that, though. Okay. So that's it from the Destruction Gadget. Thank you for your service. So it's basically this pattern. It's vertical, just on the edge, and then small diamond. Oh, this is also incorrect. This should be clear. Should it? No, this should be vertical too. Because this one has like this edge thing. And then it's alternating clear and small diamond. So I'm just going to copy paste this all throughout this. If I can do it right, of course. So from here, first position. Actually, you know what? Let's start because I don't want it to copy the girders. So I'll start doing this actually. That to here. All of that. Okay. So, or even better, just do this. Copy not the start, but the end. Right? So, from here to there. Yeah. Nope. There. To there. Okay. There we go. Still getting the hang of it. And paste that. Not there. Okay, so I need some structure below this so I can do that. Okay. Then we paste it over here. Ja-ja-jan. There we go. Paste that here. There. It's so useful to have copy paste. It is great. One more. Two more. Ta-jan. Seems like one more. Takes us right up to the end of this, which could be reasonably extended with one single thing. Okay, and so then we rotate. Same issue. Oh. Do not need it to grow in this direction. Okay. And then copy paste, and we do that right there. Does keep the pattern, does keep the pattern. Lovely. 4, 2, 4. Imagine having to do all of this by hand. I could never. Four. And now I'm just missing the one layer of the other glass. Sweet. Ooh, this looks nice. Ooh, I like it. It's great. You know what, though? I didn't copy this thing, and that's going to be a little bit annoying. Especially because it doesn't match up with these pillars here. Do I care, though? Even just a little bit? Nah. Okay, so I'll just have to deal with that some other way. Because that is inside a chunk, and that's not. But we can always just move those. That doesn't need to be so fixed. Right? So one pattern of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Yeah, we can always do it the other way around. This, that. Right? Pattern keeps all throughout. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay. Right. So, what happens then if we try and copy here to there? Only that, and paste. And what if we try and paste that somewhere where it doesn't necessarily belong? Let's get rid of these. My theory is that it will simply ignore the glass and not paste over it. Let's see if I'm right. So this goes in one that has this layer, so not full layer of this glass. So maybe right here. Uh-huh. Okay. I can be satisfied with that. Okay. One of those. So it's 1, 2. We do it on this side. Do these ones here, yeah. And this goes right there. Ta-dun. Aha. Okay, okay. So 1 and then 2, and it goes right under the middle one, which is here. Okay, I should probably mark off where this goes. That's the delimiting line. There I go. One on one side, one on the other, and then another. Let's see, 1, 2. There. Which means 1, 2. Another one here. Okay, and then 1, 2, and gives us one in the middle. All right, perfect. Ooh, look at this. Okay. And of course the track remains where it is, yeah. Okay, then rotate, rotate. Okay, hopefully it's not too crazy. Because it did copy those, but it might not copy on these ones. But if it doesn't, that's okay. That's easier to fix. Oh. Okay. Does it? Okay, so the corners are rotated wrong. But that's okay. We can fix that. That's an easy fix. No problem. Hmm? Oh, I mismatched that one. Undo. There we go. Perfect. What's the spacing on this? Oh, this one's also incorrect. Undo this and that. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. What? What am I doing? Undo. Here. Okay, there we go. Did I really miscount that bad? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then on the 8th. Ah, that's where I counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And finally, there we go. Okay. All right, so this goes here. This goes here. This goes here. Right? Right. Can I just wrench it? Yes, I can. That doesn't quite work the way I wanted it to. Dang. Goes here. Go. Better? Seems to be. Okay. Go again. This one there. This one there. This one there. And this one there. Okay. Okay. There we go. Chain complete. Okay, chain complete. And the reason I call it a chain is because it looks sort of like a chain, you know, with the bolts and everything. Go. There. Good, good. 2 more to go. This one, that one, this one. That, like this, like that. Okay. Hmm. Okay, that's the last one. And there it is. Okay. Now, as far as train stations go, I think this is pretty cool. I do think that's pretty cool. Now, if only I was not being invaded by people who don't need to be here. No, thank you. Okay. So we have that. And we also have... we have space for more tracks, do we? Yeah, we do. At some point I am going to need to build some proper trains to go here, as well as to have some wall around this space. In fact, I could probably do that now as a sort of end stone. No end stone. I haven't gone to the end yet on that world. What about create deco? No. Just regular create. No, nothing there. Okay, so let's have a think on how this is all going to work. If one of them is going to be, let's see, sign. Aha. Train sign. Intersection, indication. Can I just do this? Yes, I can. Let's do this here. And 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. There we go. Then 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 on the other side. Okay, there we go. We have our orientations for the trains. Just like that. So, is this a mistake to have this be here and there? Maybe we want it to be the other way around. Maybe we want the turnaround to be so that it loops in here if necessary. 3G. So, the way I did this was from here all the way to the end, right there. Oh. Hold on, one more time. From here, the first one of the chunk, all the way to here. Maximize turn? Yeah, no, that's the maximized turn. Okay. Well, so that's a bit of a mess. Okay, and then same thing here. Okay, so now we got a train coming through there. If it needs to turn around, it just goes that way. Then same thing here. If the train comes in here, needs to turn around, just goes all the way around like that. Okay. Kind of. Feels like maybe it should have been the other way around. Start here. I would go there. Interesting. No, I think it's okay. Because really, how often is this going to be happening? Okay, turn off the guides. Right, so if it needs to go around, it'll go through here. Loops around, going that way, loops around, goes that way. Okay, if it needs to stop, it stops over here. Right? Right. Unless, of course, and mind you, this is purely hypothetical. Give me, break this. Break this, break that. What if the chunk guides? This goes to here, and then this connects to this, like that. And then we can break this. Oh. Uh-huh. But that looks weird. See, now that looks a little bit better. Does this connect to that? It sure does. Rid of that. Okay, let's get rid of all this. Okay, first of the chunk. Aha. Of course, like that. And this can connect straight to there. Sweet. Okay. Then try that again from here. Chunk here. All the way to the end. Chunk ends here. There we go. Break, 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 break. This too. There we go. Such that I can take this and drag it over to here. Smooth. Huh. This can go over to here. Smooth. Okay, seems fairly symmetrical to me. And then Then we can maybe make it turn around from here. Turn too sharp. Turn too sharp. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Interesting, interesting. Unless we want to turn all the way from over here. No, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense. Just do. There we go. I think I like the other way better. Oh, too far. Okay. Go. Straight, curved, and if it needs to turn around like in the middle here. First to the chunk, to the last of the chunk. Chunk to chunk. Like that. It looks a little ugly, but it is what we want. Okay. That's that. So then, to cross over from one to the other, it would need to be because this goes that way, that goes this way. It needs to go straight, it just goes this way and then continues that way. It needs to turn around, it just turns around. Yeah. Continues that way. Okay. But then train train doors control observer signal station. Ponder. Select the track nearby, then place a station. Stations are the waypoints of the track network, yeah. Create a new train, open the UI, switch to assembly mode. No scheduled trains will approach the station, okay, sweet. New bogies by using train casings on tracks. Okay. Train casing. Let me do a little test before I finish for tonight. This goes that way, so we'll put that there. Station's right there. Guides. Create new train. Type 1 or type 2? Okay, okay. Ooh, this is nice. Let's look at the ponder once more. Select the train track, place a train station nearby. Stations are the waypoints of the track network, yes. To create a new train, open the UI, switch to assembly, yes. Create new bogies using train casings on tracks, yeah. Click a track, yeah, we got that. Super glue, yeah. Okay, glue one thing, glue the other. We'll move faster if there's fuel. Ooh. Vaults will not be consumed, okay. Every train requires train controls, good. Optional second in both directions, yeah. Station UI, confirm the assembly, yeah. And a pilot, of course. Okay, okay. So for the moment, let me just do that. And so an extremely simple super glue. Area of connect, and then a seat. And train controls. One there, one there. Seat in the middle. Casing, casing, casing. Casing, casing, casing. Not another station. Big wheels? No, small wheels. Okay. One bogie, train casing, assemble. All aboard. Now controlling. Not gonna lie, passed out, Mooney drips. That's okay, I understand. I hear that my voice has that effect on people. Sometimes. Okay, so that's how trains work. Reach the end, and it just goes right out. So this should go, that reaches the end, and if we... Nope. Well, actually. Take me back. Go right. Hold space. Ah. Okay, I get it now. Sweet. Fantastic. All right, I understand. I see what we're doing now. Oh, Mooney Drips, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Okay, so that's how trains work. Got it. Gonna need a pilot and a schedule. Okay, so this goes disassemble train. Don't need that. Assemble train. Assembly failed. What? Is this forward? Resolve this and retry. What do you mean? I just had it. It's right there. There we go. Whoa. I wasn't sitting down. Okay. So that's about as fast as it goes, just like that. Yeah? Goes up to... goes pretty high speed. Okay. Now the question is, disassemble, chest, single chest, full of dried kelp, which I believe can be used as fuel. Yes, it can. Okay. If we just fill that up and glue it. There we go. And how does it function now? Now I'm bullying my friend, lol. Why are you bullying your friend? Is it at least for a good reason? Why am I even asking? It's not like I can stop you. Okay, it does seem to go faster. It's pretty speedy. Okay. Okay. All right. Cannot create sloped S-bands. Okay, that's fine. Time for a real test drive. Yes, you're making a Minecraft skin and they're judging you. Ah, well, I mean, can't be judging people based on their Minecraft skins. Might I ask, what is your Minecraft skin? Turn to sharp. We need it to be like right here. Too sharp, too sharp, too sharp, too sharp. Damn, too sharp. Too far away. Yeah. Hold on. We can fix this. In fact, we can fix this real quick. Too far away. Okay. This like that, and this like that, this like that, and this like that. Okay. Making a character for RP you are both on. Oh, nice. Wonderful. And what kind of character is that? Send it. Hold space to approach the station? No. Whoa. Okay. Surface. Give me this. Give me some more. Because it very well could be argued, and you would be not wrong in saying that me and my skin are also sort of a RP sort of thing. So, you know, just no judgment. I'm basically doing the same thing. Turn to sharp. There we go. Just connect that there. A god born, the child of a god. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. They're kind of the same thing. I'm all about like plants and stuff. I haven't like fully established the lore or anything for my own self, my own character. But, you know, it's sort of my thing, in a way. Okay, so it does go to max speed. And it does last for a while. Okay. Well, we love trains here, so I'm definitely going to enjoy doing this. Arrive at station. Okay. Okay. Very well. Very, very well. Last thing, disassemble. Don't need any of this right now. Good. Cancel. Okay, so a station there. And a station on the other side. Non-violence today. Or I could make an Archenborn, that is the demon spawn of a god. The demon spawn of a god. Now you're gonna have to explain to me how that works, because it doesn't immediately make sense. The center of this track is pretty much right there, yeah, so okay, fine. But we can have the station, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but station's right here. There we go. And the other side, it's 1, 2, 3. Right? Right. So this 1, 2, 3, right here is the other station. There we go. Station 1, Station 2, or just going on, then that way. Maybe the curve could be a little bit moved still. And I'm gonna say yes to that. And what tracks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. There's the edge of the chunk. Can it be one less? One less. One less. Okay, this is too sharp. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see your message, and I will read it in just a second. So this one's gone, this one's gone. I just need to not lose focus on my math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Too sharp, too sharp, too sharp. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, there we go. Now it should be a little bit less confusing. All right, let's see, Moony Drips. What do you got? Archenborn are the offspring of Archen, powerful demons who have come from the Abyss and the Eidolon to exist in Aloria as pseudo-gods. I meant demigods, not gods. Okay. Most peculiar. What this is like, okay. It's a Minecraft RP, right? If I'm understanding these correctly, is Minecraft RP. Are you intending to do this with like mods and stuff? I imagine so, because some of these higher concept ideas seem like it might be slightly more difficult to implement without them. No judgment either way. I appreciate a good story as much as anybody else. Okay. MC server. Nice, nice. Well, it definitely sounds intriguing. Okay, so I don't need any of that because that's not part of that. Now the question is, can we have parallel lines running in there? Not really, so I don't think we need this either. Long-standing MC server that's been around like forever. You just like joined like 9 months ago. Wow, really? I was not aware of it. Then again, that's not surprising. I'm not aware of many things. I will have to look into that perhaps a bit later. Okay. So, I think I'm gonna call it there for now on this. It still needs walls, still needs like some way to get up and over the trains without getting run over. What time is it? No, it's getting late. I should stop. Are you a streamer also, Mooney Drips? Learn something new every day. Because if it's been like a server, let me check out. Let me check you out. What do you do? Who are you? Oh yeah, a couple things. Red Dead Redemption? Eh, not bad. Good taste. I'll drop a follow. Why not? Um, Massive Craft. Another thing to Google. Massive Craft. Wiki. Massive Craft Wiki. Oh my. Well, well, well. The original faction server. Okay, that seems like a bold claim. You are, but it's been a while. Go to sleep. It's okay. Don't you worry about me. But yes, I am just going to finish off by getting a rather large schematic. Let's just send it like that. All of that. Up, up, up. One more. Yep. And that covers everything there except for this. Okay. Bring me all the way back. There we go. To there, one more. This goblin on the roof, I swear. Factions RP, you can switch between the two. Yeah. I never got quite into such a large server myself, even in my best days of multiplayer Minecraft. Okay, there we go. Jajan, and this will be Central Station Glass. There we go. This all in service of having this in my survival world. But it's gonna take a while. With that said, I will... probably should have not kept the chest. It's whatever. With that said, I will be retiring for the night. It is getting rather late. Thank you, Mooney, for being here for some portion of it. Troubles, if you're still around, thank you as well. And I'll be back when? Tomorrow? No, not likely. Friday, perhaps. Friday, to start seeing what exactly I need. I need to make a gunpowder farm in my survival world, or at least get a hell of a lot of netherrack, because I believe I can make gunpowder from that, so that I can power the schematic cannon and build some of the things that I have been building in creative. But in a more legitimate way. So probably I'll be back on Friday, either on this or some other game. Probably this, though. I've been thinking a lot about Minecraft lately. But yeah, that'll be it for me. And for anyone who may be watching a VOD, good afternoon, evening, and good night. Bye!